Anybody who has not seen this game played this weekend? All right. All right, Mike. That's okay. All right, the game is called 5x5, which features 5 categories with 5 questions, 5 players playing against each other, and in our final round, you have a chance to multiply your score by 5 to determine the winner of the game. The way the game is going to work is contestants are going to be picking categories off our board. Paul Bailey. Can somebody grab Paul Bailey? What's going to happen is people are going to be picking categories off the board, and one of the parts of the clue value for 10 to 40, and at the bottom of each category is something called a double up. And a double up is an opportunity to wager any or all of your points on that one question. And whenever you have control, you can of course select any of the categories, and we'll all take the topmost category and work our way down. And just a second here, get a quick message from Paul. Here it is. Okay, so they're going to be working from top down. At the bottom, there's something called a double shot. A double shot is when whoever selects that category can make a wager from anywhere from 0 up to or from 1 to their current score. And if they're correct, they get those points. If they're wrong, they will lose their points. But this is very important. Even though it looks like a show you're probably familiar with, the difference of that is if they're wrong, their opponents get a chance to buzz in and try to pick up 50 points on a rebound. So it's tempting from the audience to just yell out something after somebody's wrong on one of those betting questions. Please do not shout any answers until I say audience, then go ahead and shout out any answers. But please do not shout out before that. All right? So keep that in mind as we're watching the game being played. At the end of the game, another thing about the double ups. The double ups, an individual player can only use that double up once per round. So once you use a double up and make your wager, right or wrong, you will not be allowed to select any available double up clue, and until at the end of the round, unless those are the only clues left, then those clues become 50-point tops of clues. All right. At the end of that round, we'll have a final round where the final round consists of a question where you have to list 5 things, that means the 5 states, blah blah blah, and then that's followed up by they'll have a minute to write down their answer. To write down their answers of the 5 answers. After that minute is up, then the players have 10 seconds to write down a bid from 0 to 5 of how many answers do they think that they got right. And if the person meets that bid, if they bid a number and they get at least that many correct answers, their score is multiplied by the bid. So I'm explaining to new people who have probably not seen this game. That's fine. All right. So. Alright, I think that's about it. But this game is going to be a 2-game total point thing. So after the first round, I'll record the scores, and those scores will be added to the total from the second game. Grand total, top 3 finishers will get the medals. So, without further ado, let's bring up our players. And we're going to start sitting furthest away from me over there. The first one. We have a teacher from Los Angeles, California, Patrick Friel. We have a retired professional sports bettor, originally from Naperville, Illinois, who says to his opponents, prepare for your doom. James Holtzauer. We have a former quiz bowler who now works with the developmentally disabled from Wichita, Kansas, Henry Herron. The producer and host of the syndicated radio and podcast Coverville, which is all about cover tunes from Arvada, Colorado, Brian Ibbett. And an attorney from Brooklyn, New York, now living in Los Angeles, here to avenge his Who Wants to Be a Millionaire disaster, Brian Sodera. right here, and Brian on the end. And since we got two Brians, I'm going to be calling you Ibis and calling you Cladera. All right. Huh? Jet. Like that? Don't tell me that they're not going to get the thing we tell you. All right, here we go. No, you're for there. All right. Here comes our first round. No, this one is not working. You guys got to share it. Yeah, you two people have to share the microphone there. All right, here's our categories for our first round of our two-game finale. What is the second largest luna? I'll fix that question. Cinematic body parts. What Ben and Jerry's ice cream flavor is described as? Vegas music. This will be part of the answer. And also a brand of vodka. All right, we're going to start off with Patrick. Vodka. What comedian now appearing regularly in Branson, Missouri, uses Russian reversal jokes such as, in America, you listen to man on radio. In Soviet Russia, man on radio listens to you. Pivot.
Smirnoff.
Yakov Smirnoff is Smirnoff's apparent.
Let's stay with vodka for 20.
Clifton Webb played what Mr., an English butler on film, while Christopher Hewitt played him on TV. James.
Belvedere.
Belvedere is right.
Vodka 30.
What symphonic poem by Jean Sibelius was featured prominently in the score of Die Hard 2, Die Harder? Patrick.
Finlandia.
Finlandia is right. Vodka. What is 2 degrees colder than the temperature at which Fahrenheit and Celsius scales correspond? James.
42 below.
42 below is a brand of vodka from New Zealand.
Vegas music for 10.
Vegas music. Now, see, we have now exposed a double up, so it's his option to either use it now or try to build up the score, and he's going over to cinematic body parts. Is that right?
No, Vegas music.
Oh, Vegas music. Yep. We're playing 2 total games. Yep, 2 total games add the score together. Vegas music. Here's your clue. In 1992, ZZ Top recorded a version of what Elvis Presley song, the title track of his 1964 movie musical, co-starring Anne Margaret. James.
Viva Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas is correct.
Vegas 2.
In what 1994 Sheryl Crow song shares its title with the 1995 movie starring Nicolas Cage as a suicidal alcoholic? Federa.
Leaving Las Vegas.
That is right.
Moons.
Moon. What is the second largest moon of? Mars. James. Deimos is right.
Music.
Music. Vegas music. What British house music band received the 2003 Best Dance Recording Grammy for Days Go By?